Welcome in, everyone. My name is Jane if you're new here. I was guided to bring a message today because I was asking, I wonder what was going on in the ethers, you know what I mean? And so I threw my astrology dice here, and it came out on the 8th house, Scorpio, and Saturn. And this keeps rolling forward. So this is a selenite, which is like a cleansing type crystal. So perhaps there's a lot of cleansing going on in the ether today. So Saturn is about basically it's the oppressor for the planets. So I was thinking maybe you could have somebody in your life that has been oppressing you in some way, and the 8th house and Scorpio, which is funny because the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. And the 8th house is all about death, intimacy. We're going to put it that way because, YouTube flags certain words, and rebirth. So you could be going through some type of internal struggles or some kind of transformation of some sort. Maybe you're removing people from your life. I'm not really sure yet, but we're going to get into this. Now, they asked me to bring out this deck. It's fairly new. I don't know the cards, so they want me to read it. They want me to read them in reverse as well, so we're going to take this. That's why I was doing that with the deck. Okay, so they want one of these cards to come out so that I can read this to you at the end of the reading. And I've brought out some of my decks that I have created here to find out what's going on here. Okay. All right, Spirit. Ugh, these cards are so new. They're not broken in at all. So I'm just going to separate these a little bit here and turn some of these in reverse. And we'll reverse these ones. Okay. Here we go. And it's in reverse. What is this? The reading nook. Okay. So we know it's in reverse, but I'm going to set it here so that we'll find out what that's all about and what advice could be in there from your guides. Okay, so let's see here. Where do you want me to begin? Okay, they were showing me this deck. They want me to pull out another deck here. So let me just do that. Oops. Okay. Let me use that a little bit after here. Okay, so yeah, Saturn is also about learning those hard lessons. So I think this has to do with like a relationship of some sort that you're in, like an intimate relationship. My silence unnerves people. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more. We're going to start with these ones here. You could be very silent at this time, or maybe silence is something that is needed. Okay, I'm going to pull out some cards here, find out. Okay, Spirit, anytime. Loving yourself is important. Here we go. You stole, lied, hurt, then bragged and laughed about it. Time to push ahead. Okay. Okay. So clearly this person has betrayed you in some way. Okay. there any others here? Trying to turn the table. So you take the blame, or did, but God knows the truth. Okay. Yeah. That's that Saturn that came out, the oppressor. Okay. So if somebody's oppressing you, gods are guiding you where you need to be. Okay. What else is here? Low vibrations. Yeah. Find a different direction. Just hold on a little longer. Okay, let's see here. So your gods are guiding you. Low vibrations. Okay, so they want it like this here. This person is low vibration. Okay, want one more, Spirit. Okay, we want this one over here. Okay. All right, they're asking me to bring out one more. Whoa, that one flew across the room. Hold on, I gotta grab that one. Oh. Well, Taurus, come out the Taurus. So you have a Scorpio and a Taurus here. The Taurus could be the oppressor, but I'm not sure. I mean, it could be either or. It could be like the Scorpio could be the oppressor. So having a big heart doesn't make you easily manipulated. You knew. You didn't listen. Okay. So you know this energy already. You've been dealing with this energy by the cards that have come out here. So this energy here has been probably in your life for a long time. I just want to make sure that you can see all these cards here. Oops. Okay. Let's move this deck out of the way. On the bottom. Please clarify, Spirit. Exactly. Okay, so Spirit's going to clarify some kind of information here for you. Let's see here. Okay. So you want to... Okay. They're going to tell us who the characters are here in this. So you stole, lied, hurt, and then bragged and laughed about it. So who is this energy here, Spirit? Oh. Learner, seeker of knowledge, inquisitive, progress, aspirant. Okay, so this person has probably been learning a lot of information about you. Okay. All right. We have fool in the reverse, so ignorance, rashness, impulsiveness. So this person is, okay, so this is telling me that this person here is, they're no fool. They're not somebody that does rash. They're not rash or ignorant in any way. So they learn what they need to manipulate. Okay. All right. So there's one more here, trying to turn the table. Okay. So what is here for this energy? Yeah, this person's done a lot of study on you. They've studied your personality. They studied your habits. Yeah, look, navigator of journeys. Absolutely. Steering, safe passage, welcome. That's what they're doing here, because they're trying to turn the tables. They've been this driving force in your life. They've been, I think they've been manipulating your life for a long time or something here. Okay, so who is this energy that they're manipulating, Spirit? Okay. Who's this one that has like the big heart here? Whoa. This card is flying. Soldier, guardians of nature. Okay, so you're loyal, you have honor, integrity, and selfless service. So loving yourself is important. Okay, is there another one here? Let me flip this over. Hunter, stalker of prey, aim, strategy, pursuit, survival. This is where your guides are guiding you where you need to go. You know, you see the soldier and the hunter. You know, that tells me that you have a lot of internal strength that you maybe don't realize that you have. Like if you have a strategy and you're obviously a survivor. So whatever you pursue, whatever you aim at. Okay. And the bottom is genius, a bearer of gifts, extraordinary intellect, innovative mind, and exceptional ability. Just like I was saying, like, you know, you put your mind to something, it's not going to be, it will be fulfilled if you put your mind to it, basically. You know, and a Scorpio too is really, they are, let me find the best words to say that, because, you know, that the Scorpios also, like, they're related to the death sign because they are so close to the Halloween. So I think, and then also a Scorpio is like really a lot of times misinterpreted because, you know, it's like a mystical sign. And you know what's funny too? The opposite of a Scorpio is a Taurus. And what was that card that came out earlier was a Taurus. So you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Scorpio, or they could be somewhere in your astrological placement, right? Okay. So what is this here? You want to know something here about push ahead. Time to push ahead, find a different direction. Just hold on a little longer. Okay, so what is this time to push ahead? Oh, it's too many cards. I gotta take some of these and set them. Okay, so time to push ahead. Look at that. Walk away. Okay. Yeah, you're really being encouraged to get out of Dodge here. Okay, so find a different direction. Nobody believes me. Okay, so just hold on a little longer. What's this? Whoa. Better days ahead. Look at that. Yeah, and behind it came, I can't keep doing this. Okay. So this is where I believe that you're going through some kind of rebirth. You're going through, you're really finding yourself, I think. Because, you know, Saturn's all about learning those hard lessons. So you could have learned or are still learning about these hard lessons here. But, you know, here it tells me that you're a soldier and you're not afraid to take on that. You know, like, you're not going to be the prey. Okay, there's going to be, there's one of the couple of these here. Wow, this is intense energy here. All right. So, what do you want us to know? Who is this soldier here, Spirit? Is there more here? Loving yourself is important. Maybe you're just coming to that realization, because if you're with somebody that does a lot of oppressing, like if they're like an oppressor, like the Saturn here, you kind of lose yourself in that. You lose yourself and think that everything has to be outward. You know what I mean? Like everything is outside of you. You see how like they're like studying all these books and whatever, all these people are doing this work. Really, when you're in a classroom full of people, you're not going within your own soul, because that's what the eighth house is all about. The eighth house is all about the rebirth, right? It's about like the firsthand experiences, like, you know, these people here, they're learning things from books or whatever, but they're not learning the firsthand experiences of what it's like to go through the triumphs. You know what I mean? Like to triumph over you know, assault, or yeah, look at this, and it comes out conflict and defeat. Though that was in reverse. This is like the Five of Swords, I think it is. Yeah, you're not going to be defeated here. That, you know, where you're like the soldier type here, you're not going to be defeated here. Absolutely not. Okay, so what about this? I want one here for this learner here. So this is you, this is them, whoever this energy is, and this is the advice of what your guides want you to do. Yeah, look, and sacrifice, but that's in reverse. This person has not sacrificed anything. Looking on the bottom, it's destiny. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the, you know, where the time, well, number 10 means, you know, closing of some kind of cycle. And then you have, looking underneath that, comes right out truth. So, you know, the truth is going to come out no matter what. So, but see, the thing is, how it works in the universe too is, as long as you keep engaging in with this person, like as long as you continue, karma cannot come in, because they need you to be out of the way so they can bring in that karma. So the destiny is like the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot. So that is where, you know, the wheel is turning. So things are not always going to stay the same, you know what I mean? And then the truth is right here. So the better days are coming ahead, right? Yeah, and then behind that is discontent and boredom. So you're very discontent in your life or in the situation that you're going through. But you're not going to be defeated here. Especially if you're going to be loving yourself. Like you need to spend a little bit of time, you know, especially where this is like so low vibrational. You know, this person, whatever they're doing it, it's intentional behavior. And you'll notice that when I put these cubes up here, I didn't really have any plan for them, but, you know, it came, you know, it's been pushed right on top of the Saturn here. And the Saturn in the planets is the oppressor. So this person definitely is an oppressor in your life here. All right. What else do you need us to know here, Spirit? Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, you know that the sacrifice card here, this is in the tarot. This is the hangman. But because it's in reverse, like the hangman is somebody that goes within. And just like I was saying here, like, you know, learning from all these books and everything. But if you don't go inward, you're not going to learn about yourself. You're not going to explore those emotions. You're not going to learn to not be impulsive or have like arrogance or whatever, because ignorance comes from on education. And though it come out under it says here like ignorance is in the reverse, ignorance means like you're somebody that's not educated, right? And then when it comes out with this, the hangman, basically sacrifice in reverse, this person does not reflect, does not self-reflect, like I was saying. Okay, so what is it that you want me to pull out here? Okay, all right, so let's find out. Okay, so where this is, let's see where you are here. Okay, so having a big heart does not make you easy to manipulate. Your creativity is, this is in reverse here, your creativity, it's not balanced. You see how this has like this light bulb on here with all this light, but because it came in reverse, you know, this person could be like stifling your creativity. Okay, you know, and this card here underneath, I first pulled out that says, you know, like your guides are guiding you where you need to be. You know, I think they're trying to get through to you that, you know, you need to just, you have to walk away from this person because the full wrath of the universe cannot come down on this person as long as you're in the way, basically. You know what I mean? Because you could get the fallout from this person or people, because I'm kind of wondering if it's more than one person here, because like this is like a whole classroom full, right? So it could be like a community even. But you're not going to be able to outrun this as long as this person is in your life. Like you're going to get the fallout. Maybe that's why you feel like you always have to be like on guard. Yeah, look, even passion is in reverse here. This person has no passion. The only passion they have is to be the oppressor. Okay, is there anything over here? Yeah, you know, now look at the bottom. It's sadness, but it's in reverse. If you do what spirit wants, there will be no sadness. This will bring, like truth will be able to come through. Like all this is, you know, like I said, spirit cannot bring in, yeah, even your confidence is upside down here. Okay, let's see here. And this is in reverse. There are regrets. You have some regrets going on here. It still hurts. Yeah, this person is going to continue to do this here. Or there are regrets, yeah. Okay, so what do you want to put for this oppressor? I'm going to think this person's the oppressor. Now, this person could be either the Taurus or the Scorpio. I don't really know. Or neither. It might not have, it might just be that they're in like this kind of the placements, you know what I mean, in the birth charts. Okay, so here we go. What's this one? Oops. Yeah, it says here options are kept open, but they told me to take this in reverse. This person's options, they're running out of options. Maybe that's why they want to, like with the driver here, it's almost like I get the feeling that they want to escape something. They want to run from something. They want to control the situation. And you notice, I noticed that here, I see the words, but God, the truth here. So, but God knows the truth. And then you have the truth over here. You know, and I notice it's like number 10 and then it jumps to number 20. So it's almost like the wheel has completely flipped. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was here and then it's completely flipped. Like it might have been like this way and then it flipped this way. It's going to flip that way. Oh, I just heard it's going to flip that way once you walk away from this individual. Yeah, when you realize that this person does not love you. And look at all these, look at that. That's even the Scorpio sign there. And you notice the Scorpio's lit up in this gold, and also the Taurus is lit up in that gold. It's interesting. And it's also on a wheel. You don't love me. All right. Okay. There's something here in this astrological deck. They want me, astrology deck here. The third house. I'm going to have to look that up. And then the waning gibbous moon. Is that the only card you want here? Is that the third house? Third house is all about communication. Pretty sure that's what the third house is. I'm still learning them. So yeah, communication. Yeah. So the reading nook, which the card was in reverse. So I'm going to get that book. And I'm going to read that once I find the book. Where'd I put it? Hold on. And there's something else too. They said that's not the book. What's going on here? Okay. The reading nook here. Let me look this up. The reading nook. In reverse, the reading nook is there is a time to retreat and a time to leave the cozy cocoon and move forward. No joke. Walk away. When reversed, this card may be a signal that it's time to step out of your comfort zone. How can you live more courageously? Well, that's amazing. Okay, so there's something else they want me to pull out here, which is a spirit. Okay, so I have these books here, and some of them are poems, some of them are self-care. So which one do you want me? This one. So they're asking me to bring out this book. If you are your own fairy tale. So they're going to have me pull out some kind of thing here. So let me just pull it here so it's not tearing up the... Big Sister says, be as courageous as I know you can be. Fight on, wolf heart. Look at that. And then you have like the soldier and the hunter here. And you know, I was actually looking close at that because at first I thought that was a dog, but or a wolf at first, but then I believe that it's a dog. Be as courageous as I know you can be. Fight on, wolf heart. Wow. Now they're asking me to bring out this one. They're asking me to bring out an an animal oracle here for you. Hold on, I pulled out the wrong deck. Let me grab this deck here. All right, here we go. Oops. Dropping cards every which way here. Cards came out onto the fell out off of the desk here. So we have courier, which is a messenger of connections, delivery, information, transmission, gift. I think you're going to be receiving some kind of message from your guides. And then it came out with Avenger, memory, resolve, hatred, and plotting. This person is doing a lot of plotting. Absolutely. They're doing a lot of plotting here. So I think you're going to be receiving some kind of communication because you have the courier and then you have the third house came out, which is all about communication. All right, here, let's see. The guinea pig. Do your part to illuminate the universe. Okay. Is there another card here? I feel like there's another card. Okay. There's something in this third house that they want me to read out of the book. This one here. The dolphin. Live joyful in the present. Okay. And on the bottom is dove. Spread messages of peace and harmony. There's something about this third house here they want me to read. Let me get that book. Third house with that. In a reading, it says sometimes we can feel as though the universe is conspiring against us. Cars break down. We send the wrong email to our boss and have disagreements with our loved ones. But rest assured that the delays and daily setbacks you're facing are only temporary. Just like I was saying about the wheel here. These things can be solved easily with a good mechanic, swallowing your pride, or apologizing. Too often we believe that speaking our mind is the most important part of communicating. But there is another piece of the puzzle, listening. Take time to listen to what the people you love have to say right now, and you may be more out. Oh, you may get more out of it than you realize. Yeah, and the key words to this is communication, analytics, transportation, short trips, problems, and delays. All right, well, that's all I have for you. So I hope this video has found you well, and hopefully you'll get that communication. If you're listening, like they said, like you have to be listening to hear, you know what I mean? And with that, I hope you have a good day and sending you all my love and light. And I guess that's it. So, bye.